Welcome back to day 17 of the free-to-play guide. Today's actually a relaxing day, not too much going on. They did bring back the Lantern's Blessing event. It's the exact same setup as last time, and these are what I'm going for. I did switch up the last one for some of these because these are used for upgrading your treasures and eventually becomes difficult to get them. So this is what I'm going for. You can swap this out for the 10 Yao armor, but I know we can get this from Arena, and these are a little bit harder to get, so that's the reasoning behind this for me. Before we jump into that, let's just do the pulls, because that's one of the missions required. Just get these out. Maybe we get lucky on stream. Double gold to start off. What are we getting? Lord of Time. That's huge. Eventually, we'll be able to rank her up to 11 stars, so that's a big one to get for a core hero, the tricolor. Definitely one of the better tricolor core heroes. And anything else can we get? And that is good, of course. If you can review it up. And the Hammerman. Some good food here, because that was one of the missions here for the Get Fortunes. So you get a bunch of free pulls like last time. And I'm just going to be going for the first reward here, the final. And that will allow us to upgrade our Mirror of Yada if you want that, or whichever you went to the max, and then potentially maybe upgrade one of our, the coronet a little bit further. So let's go ahead and see if we can get lucky too. Last time we got huge luck here. And see if we can get any crazy luck today. All right. Oh my God, look at that. Huge, insane luck. These we will not be using for a while. It's to upgrade 10 Yao, obviously, but and available after day 37. So that's just like far in the future, super far. But it is something that these costs, a lot of diamonds if you're planning on getting them. Not impactful now though. So nothing that's going to help me now. The armor would have been more impactful initially, but if you're looking long term playing this game, those will be more impactful later on. We do need to get 2 pulls, I believe. Yeah, so let's scoop up 2 of these, and that's where I'm stopping because it's just so hard to manage diamonds. Going for the treasure, if you bought, I think it's another 7 or something like that. Huge. This is what we want. Some more Stardust. Any more crazy luck? And scooping all this up. 2 more pulls. I think we get 1 more over there in this Voyage shop. Once again, I'm picking up the Stardust just because it is harder to come by. And this will give us our last pull here. And not bad. So if I was thinking, hey, let me go further, I would be securing another Chaos Talisman. So technically, it's not a bad deal if you really want a Chaos Talisman. You would need to get, I believe it's another 6 packs because you'll get some rewards along the way. So you would need to spend another 12,000 diamonds to get, you'd get a Chaos Talisman at this rate, even if you weren't lucky just from the rate we're going at. You would get this Spirit Symphony and these. So it's not a terrible deal. It's better than like the tower support, but I'm just not planning on doing that. If you're guaranteed to get like another thing, then maybe, but diamonds are so important, and we'll be using them for the flywheel coming up on day 20. At this point, you may be slowly getting stuck. The memory corridors keep opening each day, but they do get harder, and there is a limit. This is the last one, so eventually they hit a point where you might get stuck for a couple days. Don't worry about it. Don't stress out. As we get more heroes and more power, they just get easier. Moving over to the tower, the Dragonspine Tower, we are currently stuck at 1190 here, and that is fine. I don't think I'm getting past this floor today. I've tried a couple of different combinations, and I think the best chance of getting by would just be, taking out Night Eater and trying to use a bunch of different supports to lock down the heroes and hopefully have Empress, carry us through. One of the issues is this hero right here reduces the area damage we take. And you'll need to get lucky with a bunch of freezes from Frost Spirit. But we're just lacking the damage, as you can see. And once Dark Knight starts attacking us, then it's kind of all over. All the heroes are able to like one-shot our heroes, so even that extra turn of protection from ghosts is just not lasting long enough. There is one thing you can try and do potentially. If you have Shield of Partha, you can throw Shield of Partha in there. This hero right here has the ability to freeze on the rage ability and freeze on the regular basic attack. So you can essentially lock out the Dark Knight longer. And there's also a little trick here too. So if you have Shield of Partha go faster than your Dark Knight, I'll show you what happens. So you can land the freeze first, and then Dark Knight can send her to the other realm. After the first turn, she's still frozen, so you can buy yourself a whole extra turn as the hero is frozen there, which is obviously very beneficial for taking a little bit less damage. But the whole thing is you probably still need your Frost Spirit to freeze the whole team round one, just so you don't like slowly die that much quicker. And as you can see, we're getting closer. So there is a chance of getting by like this. If we had just killed the healer, maybe we would have had a better shot. So you should just revived one. And I do have Nile on my ghost there, so we're getting real close. I could see us squeaking by. So this is what I think would be potentially the best bet of getting through. I can just try and quick battle a few times and see if we just somehow manage to get by. But I don't think we will. I'm sure if we did it enough times, we would get by. But I just don't want to just keep spamming it over and over again right now. There's really not a huge rush. We're right up there. We're what, fourth up in the tower, so that's a pretty good spot to be in. Over in the Eternal Tower, we're kind of stuck, similar situation, except there's no Dark Knight. So in this case, it's kind of going to be the same boat where I think we just kind of have to use crowd control and just a bunch of support. So if you have a Shield of Partha, it's going to make it, or someone that freezes, it might make it a lot easier. So you can just freeze someone so they just can't be protected. And you're gonna have a lot easier of a time. Might be able to do it with luminescence, except it's just not as consistent. So you can see frozen a lot. This hero right here tries to take the damage for any of the other heroes and becomes real annoying. And as you can see, we're just still lacking the damage. Tons of damage on our Empress, but just not enough damage overall. So in this situation, looking at the Eternal Tower, would probably be able to squeeze by using like Shield of Partha, stunning as well again, trying to lock out the damage dealers and preventing us from, dying. But for guide purposes, if you don't have her, it's going to be real difficult. Let's see what it looks like with Luminescence. Another hero here that stuns, but it is based on whoever probably takes the most damage, or if you go first, clearly she's stunning Night Eater, which is great. So you can know for sure each time you run it, Night Eater is going to be hit with the stun. But as you can see, we're still taking a ton of damage here, which is obviously not helping the situation. We just procced, and I don't think we're going to have the damage. So it's close, but it's just not quite enough, potentially. We need to survive. Oh, yeah. So not enough stuns. We're just watching for the freeze. We got one frozen, one stun. Can we kill him at least? So there's one damage dealer. Well, I guess the stun got removed there. So we definitely need to land a big freeze on a bunch of heroes, because right there we're just not. We need to survive the first round specifically too. So if we don't get a big freeze or stun on the damage dealers, we're falling over. All right, we got a freeze right here, and that's the most important hero as long as we kill her, and we didn't. She's really the one that's taking out, taking our team out faster at the start. So let's see how it looks. Just because we did get a freeze off the bat. So not looking so hot here unless we can get a massive hit. And that's a huge hit there. So we're in a decent spot. All right, we got the ghost proc, which saved us there. And there we go, able to just squeak by. So you're going to really need to freeze that front left hero there. I think that's going to be the key to success. So just save yourself some time. If you don't stun them off the bat, just restart. And let's see if we can get any further. So this stage, obviously easier. I'm just going to try and quick battle through. And if we don't quick battle after twice, then I'll look at it. All right, let's see what it looks like. So they have right here, this hero, Twins, does revive the whole squad after you kill her. So ideally you'd want to kill her first so she doesn't revive afterwards. This hero right here is really annoying because he stays alive for a while, heals, and so this is the one that's probably giving us issues. She's probably killing our Empress really fast. Without a way of controlling her, I can see this being an issue. So let's see what it looks like. So Empress is going to trigger the passive. You'll see them all pop back up. And so we just probably are not getting back to it in time. So there's the passive. Can we get one more rage? And we did not. I can see us squeaking by this though. We just need to get a big freeze on this beginning, maybe some more damage. By the second rotation. So big stuns here. That's probably the best we can hope for, just because she's immune to CC off the first rage ability. So let's see if we can make anything happen here. And if we can get one more rage move here without being locked out. And there we go. So just going to take a little bit of luck. A bunch of retries. Let's see if we can keep going up. Another victory, easy. And just like I said, do it a couple quick battles and see if it makes any difference. All right, let's look at this. So this is having the issue of Dark Knight, which I should have probably pulled out earlier. So get Knight Revenant in here, and that should hopefully maybe make slight difference. So as long as sending him to the other world here, we can actually, get some moves off after the opener and not die instantly. So now it's just kind of a stall game, and let's see what it looks like before the end. Yeah, just taking too much damage and not dealing enough. Let's see what it looks like stats-wise. So if you, as you can see, like the Dark Knight counterattack is basically wrecking our team. So maybe let's see what Luminescence looks like. This might be another one where Shield of Partha is insane. So able to get the double stun here. Let's see if that makes us like just survive a little bit longer overall for the whole team. Just kind of falling over real fast. We already procced, so there's really no shot here. Yeah, this is going to be another difficult one. I'm guessing maybe if you have Shield of Partha, that you might be able to do that other same strategy from the tower to try and squeak by, where you get the freeze and the send to the, what is it called, expel, so that you last the freeze off the second round and just buy yourself some more time so you're not just getting killed by your own counterattacks. But you can see the other damage dealers are still doing work and killing us. So we'll get one more freeze here. It was actually immune, so not the greatest. I don't think we're lasting to one more turn yet. Look at that. They just smacked us down real quick. But potentially this could be the best strategy. I'm going to leave it right here, though, for the tower. And we'll come back to both tower modes after we get our war spirits, because it's going to make such a big difference once we have a little bit more power. And we won't have to use, heroes that potentially, everyone won't have. As you can see, we got a freeze before the rage ability, so we'll get another freeze here, which is massive, which would allow her to get one more freeze move as well. So can we get it? And yeah, just not quite enough damage. Yeah, so that's where I'm going to leave off for here. Able to push up a little bit. So we're at 9.7 and 11.89. Currently in second place for the Eternal Tower, which is massive. Only person ahead of us is insane 26, almost 27 million player power, like basically 20 million more player power than us. And then third is Finky, my guild leader, a lot stronger than me. And as you go down the list, there'll be a lot of people stronger than you. So just by using turn manipulation and the different crowd control heroes, you can see we're able to just slightly push up in these modes, really pushing the free to play to the max. Just for a quick reference of gear, the most important things is like the speed manipulation. So I'm using the Chaos Talisman for speed. You can use a Rapid Talisman instead. Knight Revenant has one as well, the 10%. You can use any of the levels. The Ghost Lord also using a Rapid. Doesn't need it though, technically, so I could probably swap that off on someone. But whoever has this is going to go first because you got the 10% and the 20%. And she does do that ability where she's giving everyone, different shields. So I've been keeping Curse of Nile on her, but it may not be the best. I could try it on other heroes, or you can try it on other heroes and see how it works for you and let me know in the comments. Obviously, Empress, rocking Dragon's Roar, and I'm used to using Fury and Banner for a little bit more damage. Shield of Partha, it's just like a rapid thing, just turn order, just trying to show you that different team that could possibly work. And was there anyone else? We were using Lord of Time, but Lord of Time doesn't really need anything special. She, honestly, I just might have been swapping around. Shouldn't have Fury, by the way. Should probably be using something different. And then I'll probably have Rapid on him. So you can see, like, Rapid is really important to have, especially on a bunch of different heroes. If you're trying to manipulate who goes first, because if you're not locking out the Dark Knight with Revenant Knight or someone who can stun, if, say, for instance, your Frost Spirit goes first, she might just die on her passive ability. If you're noticing that, this move right, see here? No, here. Sorry. Where is it? Yeah, right here. Sorry, it was this one. Ice and Snow Falls, Dana. At the start of the first turn, inflict 102% attack to all, attack and damage to all enemies. This doesn't freeze heroes, and this can actually kill you off the bat. So if Dana is going first, and Dark Knight is not frozen or stunned or expelled to the other realm, she'll just probably die to this. The counterattack. This is the move she'll do right after, which has the chance to freeze. So if you're wondering why your Frost Spirit keeps dying, it's probably because turn order, or she's not going fast enough. You say you expel the Dark Knight. Dark Knight has higher base speed than Dana. So unless you're above 103, I think that's the base speed, then you're not going to go fast enough. One thing that will help you that I didn't grab is that in the Fantasy Beast trial, we were able to secure a fifth. So if you're able to secure that as well, you'll get that 1+ speed. So that would have been really helpful for trying to clear 151,000 power, bunch of stats. I should have probably done it before, but wanted to make it a little bit more realistic to show you where I was at. Claim a bunch of these rewards too. And yeah, this is where you should roughly be at the end of day 17. In a few more days, we will get that War Spirits fantasy event, which is going to be awesome. A lot of new power. And I'll, talk to you again tomorrow. And whatever's happening, I'll find something to help progress our accounts. And let me know in the comments if there's anything you're particularly struggling with. And I'll address that in the future videos. Thanks again for watching. Please like and comment, and have a great day. Take care.